Neymar is no longer the captain. He had been the captain of the Brazilian national team since after the World Cup in Russia. Ale, sometimes on the show we say the captaincy doesn't mean anything. This seems like very strange timing to take such a big decision.
Yeah, and we've also said that when he was given the captaincy, he was the trust of Tite, the manager, and saying, this is a new version of Neymar, a more mature version of Neymar, and that he's willing to take the pressure and the weight of being Brazil's captain. Because there's a thing, you can be somebody else's captain and it's not that big of a deal. But Brazil's captain and wearing the jersey that he does, it does create news in that country. And so when that's taken away from you, as it happened once with Thiago Silva, when that was taken away from him, it is a big deal. And I'm not quite sure what it says about the relationship between Neymar, the other players, the coaching staff, or is this something in which Neymar said, you know what, I don't want this as part of my job with the national team. I want to focus on what I do on the field and not have to deal with some of the other responsibilities that captains have to deal with.
You think we're overstating to say that this could maybe destabilize Brazil, Brian?
I don't know about destabilize, but it's when Ali brings up the fact if it was Neymar saying that he'd rather not be the captain, that would be a real surprise to me. And
I'm only speculating, by the way.
No, I know,
yeah.
I know. And I say that only because when you captain your national team, you represent your country. First of all, representing your country is such an amazing honor. When you realize that you're now the captain and you're sitting here representing not only your country and your group, you have to make sure that everything you do on the field is with a greater purpose. It's not, if you're not the captain, it's not just about for Neymar scoring goals or setting up assists. It's about making sure the message in the locker room before the game is right, the message on the field is right, and it continues all the way through. There are things that might make a player not perform as well in the things that they can do really well. So it's as Ali knows, it's a huge job if you take your captaincy to the heart of what it's supposed to be. And in that case, maybe Tite saw, wait a second, I'm actually losing some of the quality that I want out of Neymar. And maybe it's taking the pressure off and not so much a demotion. And if it's that case, then I don't see this destabilizing. If anything, it'll make him stronger. Dani Alves has always shown he's been a leader, a vocal person, more so of a supporting side of it and there for his teammates. So hopefully for Brazil, that's the case and not that either Neymar doesn't want it or Tite's just taking it away from him, because then I do think it can destabilize.
One way or another, it's just freeing up responsibility for Neymar. And if that frees him up to be a better player for Brazil, then so be it. But when this happens a couple of weeks before the tournament starts, this is big news in Brazil. It is. And Tite would know that this is going to make the rounds in Brazil, and people are going to ask questions. And at the core of that question is going to be the character of Neymar, who people have become very familiar with questioning in terms of what he does with PSG, and then now potentially what he does with the national team. So if it goes well for Neymar in Brazil, in Copa America, then everything is great. You've made the right decision. But if it doesn't go well for Neymar and Brazil, in Copa America, in Brazil, then obviously you're going to point back to, was this a preparation that you needed prior to the tournament? Probably not.